Young Dolph's death rocked the hip-hop community to its core. And now, nearly 4 years later, newly leaked footage is bringing that pain back into focus. Bodycam.
Glad, so I want close up on him. I'll shoot through glad.
Okay.
I saw him standing by the window. I just got out and started shooting.
And surveillance video from the day he was murdered has surfaced online, offering a raw, unfiltered look at the tragic event. Originally presented during the September 2024 murder trial of the suspects, this footage is now being widely shared across social media, giving fans a deeper and more emotional glimpse into the final moments of a man who meant so much to his city. On November 17, 2021, Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., known to millions as Young Dolph, pulled up to Makita's Homemade Butter Cookies, a small, black-owned bakery in South Memphis he had long supported. It was supposed to be just another stop for a man known for giving back to his community. Surveillance video shows him inside, calmly on the phone, chatting with a staff member and picking out cookies. Moments later, the mood shifted in an instant. A white Mercedes-Benz pulled up outside. 2 masked men jumped out and opened fire through the window. The attack was fast and brutal. Dolph was struck 22 times, according to the autopsy report. He died at the scene. For many, the footage hitting the internet now is a heartbreaking reminder of just how sudden and violent his death was. In the immediate aftermath, hundreds of fans and loved ones rushed to Makita's, flooding the sidewalk, in tears, shock, and anger. A makeshift memorial grew outside the bakery, filled with flowers, candles, balloons, and handwritten notes. Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland acknowledged the loss publicly, calling it a painful reminder of the toll violent crime continues to take on the community. Dolph wasn't just another rapper trying to make it. Raised in Memphis after being born in Chicago, he built a name for himself through raw storytelling, unshakable independence, and a relentless entrepreneurial drive. He famously turned down a $22 million record deal to stay independent and keep control of his music through his label, Paper Route Empire. His 2016 debut, King of Memphis, hit number 49 on the Billboard 200, and his 2020 release, Rich Slave, climbed to No. 4, marking the peak of his commercial success. But even more than his chart placements, Dolph was loved for his realness and generosity. The murder investigation eventually led to the arrests of multiple suspects. Justin Johnson and Cornelius Smith were charged as the shooters. Hernandez Govan was accused of orchestrating the hit, and Johnson's half-brother, Jamarcus Johnson, was charged as an accessory after helping him flee. During the September 2024 trial, shocking new details emerged, including a confession that sent shockwaves through the courtroom. But for many, the confession alone wasn't enough. Seeing the video footage now, the reality of what happened hits harder than ever. Dolph's death wasn't just a loss for Memphis or the rap game. It was a loss for everyone who believed in what he stood for. His legacy lives on through his music, his business ventures, the artists he mentored, and the community he uplifted. The newly leaked footage is hard to watch, but it's also a reminder. We're still living in a world where promising lives are taken far too soon. And Young Dolph's story, though ended violently, remains a powerful testament to what can be built through hustle, heart, and loyalty. Prosecutors claimed that Anthony Big Jook Mims, rapper Yo Gotti's late brother and a prominent figure in CMG, Collective Music Group, had allegedly placed a $100,000 bounty on Young Dolph's head. This accusation reignited long-standing rumors of deep-rooted tension between Young Dolph's Paper Route Empire and CMG, with many pointing to a beef that reportedly began in 2016.
I don't even want to talk about it, really. I tell you the truth, I don't even want to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? But if I talk about it and address anything about it, it'll be my last time even talking about it, period, because I'm sick of that. Because the whole situation is lame. The group of people, everything, it's not even in my category.
That year, Dolph dropped his debut album, King of Memphis, a title that allegedly rubbed Yo Gotti and his camp the wrong way.
We're around now. Man tell me, he sent everybody out the studio, let me holler at dog. Man, you got your own everything, bro. You popping, but you got the money, you got your team, you got this, you got that. Bro, I'm telling you, we can do this, we can do that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't like Zilla. I ain't gotta hold your hand like Zilla.
Sparking a feud that would stretch across years, songs, and cities. What started as subtle shade quickly escalated, In 2017, Dolph's vehicle was shot up more than 100 times in Charlotte, North Carolina. CMG affiliate Black Youngsta and others were arrested in connection to the shooting, though charges were eventually dropped. Later that same year, Dolph was shot multiple times in Los Angeles, while Yo Gotti was initially—
Back up, I might wanted to, yeah, back up a little bit. All right. First guy out of the car, who's that?
It's me.
That's you? Which one of the guns do you have?
I got the little Draco stairs on.
Okay, that's that semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
initially listed as a person of interest, he was later cleared of any involvement. The most explosive—
For Dolph, was he able to say anything, y'all, or was he able to run or get away at all?
I shot through the glass, so I wasn't close up on him. I was shooting through the glass.
Okay.
I saw him standing by the window. I just got out and started shooting.
All right. Could proceed until Justin shoots.
twist came with the alleged involvement of Big Jook, accused of ordering the hit that ultimately took Dolph's life. The controversy only deepened when Big Jook himself was gunned down in January 2023. With his death, a key figure in the investigation was gone, and so were any chances of questioning him or bringing him to trial. That void left significant pieces of the puzzle unresolved and gave way to ongoing speculation about the deeper motives and players behind the hit. Back in a 2018 interview with The Breakfast Club, Young Dolph addressed the tension with Yo Gotti. Though he didn't dive into all the details, he recalled their first interaction, saying Gotti had once tried to sign him and even threw one of his own artists under the bus during the process.
That's how I know him. His rise, it was just, I've never seen nothing like that before.
Well, especially independent the whole time.
The interview hinted at the rift's depth, but stopped short of confirming everything fans had speculated about for years. As conspiracy theories swirled, the courts eventually brought the hard evidence. Cornelius Smith, one of the two men accused of carrying out the hit, took the stand during the September 2024 trial. In chilling, emotionless testimony, Smith admitted that he and Justin Johnson were the shooters, and that they were each promised $40,000 to carry out the murder. Smith, however, claimed he only received $800. Video played in court showed Smith and Johnson hopping out of a white Mercedes-Benz with firearms, one wielding a handgun, the other a Draco AK-47. The same footage had gone viral back in November 2021 and helped Memphis police quickly identify the suspects. During his testimony, Smith confirmed it was him and Johnson in the video, and walked jurors through the moment they opened fire on Young Dolph inside Makita's homemade butter cookies. The trial offered a clear breakdown of how calculated and cold-blooded the murder was. This wasn't a random act of violence. It was a planned hit meant to send a message. Smith's statement stunned the courtroom, stripping away any remaining doubt about their roles in the shooting. The impact of Dolph's murder was seismic. In Memphis, he wasn't just a rapper. He was a community hero, a symbol of independent success, and a man who consistently gave back. Fellow Memphis artist Gangsta Boo opened up in an interview, breaking down in tears as she talked about Dolph's death and the void it left behind. She praised him not just as an artist, but as an inspiration for how he navigated the industry on his own terms. In the aftermath, 4 people were charged in connection with the murder. Justin Johnson, identified as one of the shooters, was found guilty on September 26, 2024. The charges included first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree—
I don't have to tell you how serious these charges are. I know I don't even have to go back through that, right? I also shouldn't have to remind you that you're out on a bond and the court has put you under some real serious or some real tight stipulations.
Yes, ma'am.
At this point, the court feels like you're playing fast and loose with the court and these stipulations.
Murder and illegal possession of a firearm. The judge sentenced him to life in—
About this case or not, you're doing interviews, and the court doesn't like the fact that you feel free enough to do interviews, because what could be happening is that you could be in
with the possibility of parole only after serving 63 years and 3 months. Cornelius Smith was convicted just days earlier, on September 23, 2024. In open court, he admitted to opening fire inside Makeda's, detailing his role in the ambush. While his cooperation may have helped build the case, it didn't save him from conviction. The legal drama may have brought some answers, but questions still linger, especially around who really orchestrated the hit and whether the full truth will ever come out. Prosecutors confirmed that Cornelius Smith is still awaiting trial as of April 2025, with no official sentencing date currently set. Hernandez Govan, the man accused of orchestrating the hit on Young Dolph, had his trial originally scheduled for March 10, 2025. However, due to scheduling conflicts, the court postponed it to July 28, 2025. The delay came after Govan rejected a plea deal offered in December 2024, adding yet another chapter to the already prolonged and complex legal saga. Meanwhile, Justin Johnson's half-brother, Jermarcus Johnson, pleaded guilty to accessory charges in June 2023. He was sentenced on November 22, 2024, receiving 6 years of probation. As part of a diversion program, he is currently required to participate in job training and community.
Brother Marcus, did you know that he shot back at y'all?
I ain't noticed until we pulled out. There was a bullet hole in my side window. And, I told Jason, I'm like, man, I'm heat. He was like,
Nervous. During one of Govan's hearings, the judge issued a sharp warning, emphasizing the gravity of the charges and the necessity of obeying bond conditions, especially after Govan made a few questionable public appearances that did not sit well with the court. One of the most explosive revelations to come out of the legal proceedings was the prosecution's claim that Anthony Big Jook Mims, Yo Gotti's brother and a high-ranking figure in CMG, had placed a $100,000 bounty on Young Dolph's life. Testimony in court alleged that Smith and Johnson were each promised $40,000 for carrying out the hit, while Govan was supposed to receive $20,000 for organizing it. However, Smith testified that he was only paid $800, far short of what he was allegedly promised. This bombshell added weight to theories that the murder wasn't a random act of violence or a robbery gone wrong, but a targeted, premeditated hit tied to years of tension between two of Memphis's most prominent rap camps, Young Dolph's Paper Route Empire and Yo Gotti's CMG. The rivalry, which started as early as 2016 when Dolph dropped King of Memphis, has long been marked by diss tracks, public shots, and
new 5-pack you just dropped? Hey man, you've been active, bro. You've been on your man.
I got to.
Yeah, you've been turning up, bro. Obviously, yesterday was a tough day, 1 year since we lost Dolph. It's crazy because I was in Las Vegas last year when he passed, and I was in Las Vegas again this year, and it's like, it's crazy.
And violent incidents. Still, the theory that Big Jook ordered the hit.
I feel like that's kind of what happened with Dolph, where you saw like, there was just, all of a sudden, everybody was a Young Dolph fan. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's just a normal thing when death occurs. It's just like, I ain't gonna say it's wrong to show love, but if it ain't genuine, why do it? Like, if it ain't real, like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody know, like I know, like you know, motherfucking fuck a bro like that. You know what I'm saying? And me either, but we gonna be ourselves.
It remains controversial, mainly because he was killed in January 2023 and can no longer be questioned.
Not familiar with whether or not you had a relationship with Dolph or whether or not it was good or bad, but obviously losing him for the city of Memphis was a big deal for hip hop in general. What was the severity of that loss just for the scene out there, man?
I mean, like I said, I was incarcerated when it happened.
Right.
So I ain't really just feel the effect. I just knew it was f***ed up. I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So but I never got the full effect.
Or held accountable in court. His death has left a critical piece of the case unresolved, fueling ongoing speculation about how deep the conspiracy truly runs. Viral footage from the courtroom showed Cornelius Smith identifying both himself and Justin Johnson in surveillance. Video from the day of the shooting. His testimony provided a disturbing breakdown of their roles in the attack. In one chilling segment, Smith flatly described the moment he opened fire on Young Dolph inside Makeda's homemade butter cookies. The footage also revealed that Dolph's brother, Marcus, was present and returned fire at the attackers as they fled, adding another tragic layer to an already devastating moment. These courtroom revelations painted a picture of a carefully coordinated hit, one executed with insider knowledge of Dolph's routines. Prosecutors argued that the shooters had been watching Dolph, waiting for the right moment to strike at a place he regularly visited. This wasn't spontaneous. It was strategic. The legal process, however, has been bogged down.
Always stress the fact that you are not doing no deal, you are staying independent, but I know these labels have to be coming at you with some crazy bags.
You talk about that on the album too.
Mm-hmm.
They keep coming at you, you still ain't signing.
It's been going on about 4 years.
What's the most they offered you so far?
12 million. I got some stuff, like kind of, they trying to set it up right and get it right. You know what I mean? Where we can do the deal, but it's just something in me that's just like, I'm not enthused about it. Like, there's just not something I want to do.